What do you do at a red light when emergency vehicle is behind you? If you cannot pull to the side safely, stay still. In most places, emergency vehicles are allowed to temporarily go counter-flow into the oncoming lane if needed. It is easier to maneuver when obstacles are stationary rather than moving. Get out of the way carefully. If there's room to pull to the right, go that way first, assuming you're in a drive on the right country. You can move forward only if it is safe to do so. I was a passenger when this happened. The emergency vehicle recognized that there was no space to pull over, so they used their loudspeaker to tell us to keep driving forward in front of them. Get out of the way as long as you can do it safely. Good question. If you were stopped, stay stopped. We go around you. If you are moving, pull right. Source: EMT for 10 years. In my state, you are not required to violate any laws. Red light to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. Just do what you can to make a path for them. Try to clear a path carefully. Best option is the emergency vehicle getting around you if there is space. In the UK, you must be driving safely and you can't break laws because of an emergency vehicle behind you. Usually if there's a red light and they can't get through, they'll go around in the oncoming traffic lane. It happened to me yesterday, and to not cause any confusion I stayed where I was. It all happened really fast, or else I'd feel like an asshole for not seeing them sooner and moving out of the way entirely. The ambulance used the left turning lane to avoid everyone. I eventually caught up to them, and it was a bicyclist on a stretcher on the ground. My home is in the same area and we heard them hauling ass to the hospital. Hopefully he was okay. It made me reflect on how precious that time window actually is, that they have to save someone. My cousin is a firefighter and also used to drive ambulances as an EMT. He has told me that emergency vehicle drivers can get in trouble for forcing drivers into intersections with a red light. Any emergency vehicle should be turning off sirens, the sounds, not the lights, if they are pulling behind cars stopped at a red light. It's the responsibility of the emergency vehicle to use an open lane, including opposite traffic lanes, to pass safely, and if they can't, it's sirens off and wait for the light to change. So this hypothetical situation should not be happening. I live in California, so don't know what the laws are other places. Move over if you can. If not, wait for your chance to safely move over. I have pulled forward and to the side to allow ambulances past me. My regular commute is on the main route between the city center and a major hospital, so it comes up once a month or so. If you can't find a safe way to pull out of the way, stay still and roll down your window. They have a loudspeaker, and if they need you to move to maneuver around, then they will tell you. Get out of the way. Slowly move forward until it's clear. Nobody said this yet, but put your right directional on so people, including the emergency vehicle, know you're aware and doing what you can to clear a path and not just waiting at the light. In most places, if not all, four-way traffic all will have a red light, so no one should be in the intersection. Pull as far to side as possible, and if that's not enough, pull slightly over line to make space. Being careful of pedestrians crossing, they should by then have stopped at sound of sirens too, and also to stop well short of the green lit stream of traffic. In UK, this is what is taught by instructors I know because it happened during my lesson once. Happened to me several times since. In my state, the lights change automatically and a white warning light will either flash your direction, traffic light goes green, or show solid perpendicular to your direction, traffic light goes red. When this happens, you pull forwards, merge right, and stop. Basically, you get out of the way so there's a free lane for the vehicle to pass through the intersection. There go round you. You should continue to obey the rules of the road and not create a hazard. I try to move as much as possible to let them through, but sometimes there is no room to do so.